Good morning. Welcome to this morning's press event as we look back on the events of 9/11 and remember those that lost their lives on that day. This project behind me, Remembrance Project, is a Rescue 5. They had 11 members on that unit that day and only one of them survived. So I won't talk a whole lot about it. Firefighter Bo Hagar will give a lot of details about it, but I think it's important that as firefighters, we continue to remember those that lost their lives. And as citizens of this city, we want you to know that your firefighters put their lives in danger every day for your safety, and we will continue to do so. So at this time, I'd like to bring up the Mayor Stoller, to give a few remarks, and then we have Firefighter Hagar come up and talk about the project. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief, and thank you all for being here this morning. I remember that day, as I think many do, on September 11th, 2001. Actually, I was in my car on Interstate 630 traveling, interestingly enough, to the Little Rock National Airport for a meeting of the City Airport Commission that I was legal counsel to. And I remember receiving a call right about where we are here on Chester and the interstate from my wife, who said, "Oh my God, a plane just crashed into the World Trade Tower." And it was really in disbelief that as people watched the morning news live about the tragedy that happened on September 11th, the horrible attack on our country and the resulting aftermath and the devastation and destruction that occurred. Of course, there are many, many heroes as we reflect on that day, and I think this Remembrance Rescue Project is so very, very important to the country and to the world indeed. As the exhibit indicates, it is primarily here with Rescue 5, and we're very happy to have that engine, and that represents the valiant sacrifices that firefighters in New York City and police officers and subway patrolmen all gave their lives, as well as 3,000 citizens. But we remember the courage demonstrated by those people who actually ran toward the destruction as opposed to trying to get away from the destruction. And I think this Remembrance 5, or the Remembrance Rescue Project, is so very important for those young people who were too young to remember this. It's one of those, unfortunately, it's one of those horrifying dates in our history that all of us who are of my age and even older and younger will always remember. And usually it's those days of tragedy that we remember. But I think the important point of today is the fact that we should always remember the sacrifice that our public safety officials make for us each and every day. Our firefighters, our police officers, certainly we take for granted these gentlemen, these men and women who put on their uniforms every day to come out here and make sure that they can save lives and save property. And so I am humbly indebted to the sacrifice that they make, to their dedication to their profession, and to the lost lives of the firefighters of the New York Fire Department. I am happy to see that the foundation has been able to create an opportunity to repurpose and to restore both Rescue 5, this fire engine that we have with us today, and Rescue 4 that is also traveling the country. So thank you very much for those of you who are here, and thank you to our firefighters. We are truly indebted, and on behalf of the citizens of the city, I want you to know that we value very much the time and sacrifices that you make. Thank you.
Firefighter Bo Hagar with the Little Rock Fire Department. I want to thank everybody for coming this morning. It has been a privilege to be a part of bringing Rescue 5 from the New York Fire Department here to the city of Little Rock. In 2013, the city of Little Rock saw a lot of great recognition, like being named the greatest place to live. And in 2014, it is fitting that the Remembrance Rescue Project would choose our city to be the first stop in their U.S. tour for 2014. The fire truck that you see behind me is more than just an ordinary fire truck. It is a memorial. And this truck came from Staten Island, New York, where 11 of 12 crew members lost their lives on September 11th. Because of the time of day that it was, the New York Fire Department usually does shift change at that time. And these rescue units, there were 5 in the entire city of New York. So that morning, whenever the call came in for the World Trade Center towers, 12 men got ready to take that call because it was shift change instead of the normal 6 that would be staffed on this truck. Those men pulled up at the towers that day. They got off their truck, got their equipment, went inside, and they never made it back to this truck. They never made it back to their firehouse, and they never made it back to their families. So it's very important that we remember not only these 11 men from this unit that gave the ultimate sacrifice that morning, but also the 343 men total that died there. And also the firefighters from around the country every year that lose their lives in the line of duty, doing what they were trained to do. This truck, being here in Little Rock, is a great honor, and we have partnered with the Clinton Foundation for the coming up week to display this truck at the Clinton Library starting Saturday from 10 to 2. And Saturday's event at the Clinton Library is a family event. It's free to the public, and we hope that everybody can come out, get to see this fire truck while it's here in our city. It's not every day that Arkansans get the opportunity to see equipment from New York that was there on September 11th. After Saturday, beginning Tuesday the 21st, the truck will go back to the library every day until Friday from 10 to 2, where schools will take field trips in to see the fire truck, and LRFD staff will be on hand to give educational programs to younger generations that weren't alive or were too young to remember what happened on September 11th. So I thank everybody for being here, and if you want further information, as this truck is here, you can follow all the information on the department's website, or Facebook site, I'm sorry. It's facebook.com/Little Rock Fire, and you can also follow it on the department's Twitter @Little Rock Fire. Thank you very much.